mother's Irish, you know. Thank you very much.
I'm French-Irish. That's
Oh, yeah?
a volatile combination.
Sure is.
French, Irish, and Texan. Don't mess with me.
My goodness. You don't fool around.
Take no prisoners. Well, Ben, it's so nice to have a chance to meet you because I'd been hearing things, good things about Good Will Hunting. And then when I saw it, I thought, yes, yes, yes. It is. Good picture.
Thank you very much.
I think it isn't even, well, it has to be said, I guess, for the record, but it isn't even relevant to talk about the fact that it's your first project because it doesn't look like a first film for you and for Matt Damon.
Yeah, well, the polished veteran hand of Gus Van Sant, I think, makes for the sort of veteran look of the movie. You know, it's and he's also, you know, going over the screenplay with us and helping us to, you know, keeping a close eye to what, you know, the way he wanted the movie to go.
Is it in any sense at all autobiographical?
Not at all, really. I mean, you could take about, you know, 20 of me and Matt, and you wouldn't get one genius out of the whole mix. But a lot of the characters are based on folks we knew growing up with, you know, and who we grew up with. And many of the characters are amalgams of, you know, person X, person Y, and person Z sort of roll into one. And so in that sense, there's truth to it, but there's really no autobiography in there.
You and Matt had a high school drama teacher who influenced you both very much, did he not?
Absolutely. A man named Jerry Specca, who was played a really serious role, a kind of profound influence on both of us, encouraged both of us to pursue this kind of stuff, taught a playwriting class, taught acting. It was a big influence on both of our lives and still a good friend of ours.
Is he in any way at all portrayed in the film?
He's one of the people who is represented in the Sean character. You know, there are a few people who are sort of part of this guy Sean, and he's one of them. Yeah.
He must be terribly proud of you, this former teacher.
I think so. I think he's pretty pleased. I hope so. Anyway. Hate him for him not to be proud of us. It'd be too bad.
Is anybody now trying to give you all advice because they're saying you're just on the threshold and if you do this...
Every day. I do a movie with Bruce Willis. Bruce loves to give me advice. Bruce gives me all kinds of advice. And I appreciate it. I mean, it's... I just did a New York Times Magazine thing with Tom Hanks, and I was hanging out with him while we were doing it, and he had some pretty, you know, interesting and thoughtful advice. A lot of people have, you know, who've been around for a while, have a sort of wealth of wisdom to share on that subject, and it helps, you know.
Mostly what kind of advice do they give you? Is it like about agents and publicists or what? Yeah,
sometimes it's about, like, you know, put your lawyer on an hourly rate instead of a percentage, or put a cap on your, you know, fee to this person. And sometimes it's, you know, what kind of an assistant to hire, and like sometimes they say, well, you know, what kind of movies to do. Only do director-driven movies. Only do material-driven movies. Only do, you know, movies that you're sure are going to be, you know, perceived in X, Y, or Z way. You know, there's no shortage of conventional wisdom. It's because nobody really knows, you know, so everybody's got a theory.
So what do you do then?
You know, I listen to them all and I nod like this. Oh, okay, yeah, you got it.
And then you dismiss it, or what?
Well, no, I keep it up there. I wait for the situation to arise, you know what I mean? Like, if the day comes that I do actually need my own private jet and have the money to buy one, I'll know what the good ones are. Until that day comes, I'm just going to file that information way up here.
John Travolta is your #1 source on jets.
Exactly, Travolta. I haven't met him, but I'm sure he could fill me in on the whole spectrum of Gulfstream jets. You know?
Absolutely, absolutely. And he'll tell you the ones that are no good. Ben, it's been fun getting to know you these 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling I'll be talking with you probably during Armageddon, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm sure. The Armageddon junket will be enormous, so I have no doubt that
And you shot part of that in Texas.
Yes. In fact, we're going to go back to Galveston in January.
Well, when you fly over Dallas, say hi.
I will.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.